Jenny Jones, make over this hangover for me. I'm feeling it like I'm losing it, a hurting unit today. I suffer to party and I party to suffer. Jenny Jones, make over this hangover for me. George Jones, how you doing? Wanna drive your car to the bar? Very far. I stopped loving her today.
I'm here in the kitchen, kind of hanging out, thinking about things, getting ready for the next big thing, which I got a halfway decent idea about what that's going to be, but sort of quiet time I spend with myself, thinking about things. And, so anyhow, this is my kitchen.
But more, 6 a pack, the 40s bag. What show was that? Show it to me. And tomorrow, tune me out, turn me off, and drop me in. Jenny Jones, make over this hangover for me. Jenny Jones, make over this hangover for me. Jenny Jones, make over this hangover for me. Jenny Jones, make over this hangover for me.
And I'm going to sit down. Okay, I'm filming the guy who's filming. It's always interesting. Hey, Pat.
Hey, how's it going?
He goes carpooling. And really nice carpooling. Really nice carpooling. This is Milo Coffee House back in 1994. We used to have poets come in. And this wasn't there, it went all the way back, but we used to have poetry readings. And Charles Cicerella used to put them on. This is the kitchen where we all ate back then. And things have kind of changed, but right here is where Charlie Cicerella stole Jim Shepard's girl. They got into a fist fight and he knocked him down. But I used to be the janitor here in 1994. And from 94 to 96. And shortly after that, Jim Shepard hung himself, killed himself. But this brings back a lot of old memories. And Christopher
Sours.
Sowers, and he is the greeter. And he's a resident here now. And he kind of, I guess, sort of looks out after things and stuff? Okay.
No, that's true.
So, yeah. Okay, Chris, what is this room?
Just the laundry room.
This is the laundry room where they do laundry. Right back there.
Go right underneath.
Renee! I haven't seen Renee in... This is Jim Morton, this space, and actually this used to be Charlie Cicerello's space also. Oh man.
Hey, hi people in TV land.
You don't mind if I put you up on the net, do you?
No,
That's about it too, you know. Well, it's what the body of work you leave behind that counts.
Indeed.
And it's, you know, the creative impulse, that's what it's all about. And I think the reason that we might do this is because it heals us.
I think you're right, and that's what a point I've been trying to make, that people in the arts can be damaged in some way, and that their art is a reparation, reparative gesture to try to heal it. And I think that people that are more healthier and better rounded and more normal, if you will, tend not to want to do it so much because they don't need to do it to heal themselves. I think that I started arguing, people just really resisted that notion last night when I was bringing it up. But it's true, and a lot of people in the arts are what we call misfits, social rejects, or kind of like societies to try this. So they just can't face the hack it in the real world. And,
either that or they're highly advanced and they see things
they're like the canary in the mine. They see that the pathologies that in our culture that other people don't see, and they withdraw from it. They flee from it. They're never really
comfortable with it.
They have one foot in the world and another foot in some other world.
Right.
They're really reluctant to join in because they're not comfortable in the world that they've created.
That's
they're looking to another world. They're creating another world, an alternative universe in their mind, and that's a better place. They're creating a better place. And it seems like that's the impulse behind all of great art, to sort of transcend the limitations and the darkness of the world.
And then
it's a Platonic notion, I think, that somehow the world of matter and the day-to-day world is somehow debased, and that you're striving for something higher,
And the affliction of it is those who cannot resolve the paradox of the two worlds, who cannot balance out opposites and bring opposites into a delicate and harmonious balance, are the ones who bail. Mm-hmm. So to be an artist, one has to be comfortable with paradox from a financial point of view. Strictly.
Paradox in what areas are you thinking?
We live in two worlds. We live in this world, and then we have to live in that world, which is commerce.
Exactly. We try to find the middle. We try to find the balance where we can live. We can survive in the world that we have to live in. We're forced to live in to survive. But we also want to reserve an area where we can be looking to a higher world, and we can't. We have to be functional, but we're just on the verge of being dysfunctional, like an insane person. Basically.
Right.
We need a little help because it's a delicate world trying to balance, and that's of course Milo's predicament. It's a delicate flower that can't be easily sustained within the soil of this culture, which is a rather barren, spiritually sterile place, and so it needs a little bit of help from people.
I always subscribe to the ancient view of art, which says that art is about the reflection of the divine, the beauty and wisdom, as opposed to, there's two aspects to art. There's a negative side, and there's the light, and there's the darkness, and the paradox is there artistically as it is financially. You are trying to bring opposites into delicate and harmonious equilibrium. You're taking diametrically opposed hostile opposites and bringing them into harmony. And not only are you doing that financially to survive, but you're also doing that creatively, because it's very rare that you find the artist that can only express light, okay? And they cannot really be a true artist unless they're expressing both sides of the
Very
coin.
profound idea, and it's true. I was just talking to Phil Frame about that. The idea is that you don't, if your work just goes on the light side, everyone wants the impressions, they want very bright light paintings and happy paintings. But it becomes one-dimensional, it becomes kitsch. It's sort of turning its back on the complexity and the multiple level of reality, or of our experience. And I want to create art which has all of that combined, the contradiction between light and darkness, maybe, and not veer too heavily in one direction or another, because it becomes too much about that one thing that you've chosen. So you have to basically try to go the middle between those two extremes. You don't want to be veering in one direction too much, like happiness and light, and away from the darkness.
Right.
And but you don't want to be descending too much into darkness either. So because that would be too maudlin and too frightening or too lugubrious or whatever it would be too obvious. So it has to be a dynamic play between the dualities and avoiding extremes altogether, and that's sort of a challenge. It seems like it's always a challenge for me. I can go toward light and dark. The light-darkness duality is a big thing in my art.
Right.
I can go toward darkness, or I can go toward light. And I think each painting seems to go a little bit further in either direction. And I'm trying to find a balance between the two, I think. One that's not too... People love the light stuff, and they should. But some people like the dark stuff, but they're a little weird.
Art is a two-sided coin. It's
Right.
negative and positive. We are a reflection of the divine. The divine created positive and negative.
Mm-hmm.
The artist, if the divine is the moon, the artist is the reflection of the moon. He also expresses it on a lower level,
Yeah.
the light and the darkness. That's why I was saying you've got the paradox creatively, but you also have it financially. You have it psychologically. In all realms, the universe is composed of paradox, infinite paradoxes, and we desperately seek to reconcile opposites and bring harmony and balance.
Indeed, yeah. I think that understanding that somehow our world, our society, the people in it have veered too much toward one extreme is sort of governing our desire to pull them back in another direction. For me, it would be the extreme of materialism and commerce and a kind of cold-blooded view of economics and science, telling us about the physical world, and we need to go maybe pull back toward more spiritual things, but not get too carried away into mysticism and superstition.
Yeah, balance.
Yeah.
The middle way.
Hello.
In Greece and Rome, and the god Dionysus, smelled the wine.
turn. The dial now to the switch, on, off, on, off. Turn on the switch. Onward Christian soldier walking, blinking on the dawn of the base. The dawn is on, turning on the switch from left to right, right to left, back to forth. Switch me on in time. Out on, in, out on. Bon, fawn, feel, deal, meal, squeal, on. Sun, on, lights, on, turn, on, to, cover, and shadow, on, breathe, on, breathe, on. On, turn, left,
Bye.